Hey, good morning. This is my 2003 Corvette Z06. Yesterday I took it to Vengeance Racing for a $600 tune, which worked amazing. But this is the last time we're going to see this car because last night I sold it and there's a transporter coming today to take it away. All right, before the car goes to the new owner, there is one little job I need to do, and that's to remove these Sparco seats and the Murad seat mounts that I put in. The new owner wasn't interested in them, so I'm going to take these out, put the stock seats back in. That's good news for me because I really like these Sparcos and I'm going to put them in the Miata eventually. All right, that's the seat out, pretty quick and easy. We'll do it on the other side and then I'll go grab the stock seats and throw them back in. That's both seats out. Let's go ahead and go get the factory seats and put them back in. So the the passenger seat off the Corvette I've actually been using as my sim rig racing seat. So I guess my sim rig is going to be out of commission until I figure out what I'm going to do instead. Maybe one of the stock Miata seats is going to go there. Anyway, let's pop it off. What are you doing, Josie? Come here. Come here. Hi, you curious? Let's let's introduce another dog to the channel. This is Mama Josie, and she is yet another dog that we were fostering for a while. She was pregnant at the time and had puppies, and we decided to keep her too. So 2 of our 5 dogs are foster fails, as they call them. You a good girl? Hmm? Yeah. She's a rare breed. She's a Georgia Brown Mountain Hound. Great success. Look out. All right, let's take the seat out in the garage. Let's slot her back in without scratching anything. You know, the stock seats are super comfy. They just don't provide any lateral hip support, and so the net result of that is that for track duty they leave something to be desired. All right, I modified the mounting studs and went with like heavier duty hardware and reinforced the floor just to, you know, in a crash on the track. Didn't want the seats ripping out of the floor. But because the studs in the rear are bigger diameter, I'm gonna have to just open up the hole on the stock seats a smidge in order to allow it to fit. And it also seems like I need to put the harness bar supports in after I put the seat in, so I gotta take this back out. So let's do that. All right, the trick here is using one of these stepped bits. Will it focus? No, not so much. Anyway, it makes it really easy to just open up a hole very slightly. Do it. You know, I do think that this seat feels a little bit higher off the floor than the aftermarket one, even though the aftermarket bucket I put in had sliders on it, so that was definitely a good move. But this is comfy. This is Grand Tourer at this point. Nice. All right, I gotta go grab the other seat out of the basement and slap her in. I fit with a helmet for sure, but so slippery and slidey. Still, very comfortable seat. That about does it. I just need to tighten down the upper harness bar stuff, and then I think she's going to be ready for a wash. I think we can call that job done. All right, small thing, I'm about to wash the car. If you ever get an opportunity to get a house built, put a utility sink in the garage. We had that in one of the houses that I grew up in, and it was just super handy if you spend time working in the garage, being able to wash your hands after you work on something. And what I discovered is on kind of a chilly day, especially if you have a tankless water heater, which we do, washing your car with hot water, and if it's from the tankless, you don't have to worry about a bunch of like calcium building up in the water heater and, you know, like not being ideal for car washing. So yeah, just like fill your buckets with hot water, and it makes the whole car washing experience very pleasant, even if it's cold outside. If you don't know about the 3-bucket wash method, definitely do it. Basically, you've got a bucket for your clean soapy water, you got a bucket for your dirty rinse water, and then you've got a bucket just for your wheels. Really does a good job, I think, of making sure that you don't pick up any grit from the car that you then like rub into the paint when you're washing it with the mitt. Before I forget, look how much brake dust is on the Miata wheels after a single track outing. These wheels were spick and span when I took them out, and look how much dust those pads made just in, you know, a handful of laps. Crazy. you've ever been out on track, you get melted rubber on your paint and it won't come off very easily. You can't even really feel it. There are some products that you can use that'll take it off, but I discovered that a little clay bar and some clay luber takes it off with minimal effort. So that's my my pro tip that I discovered just through a little bit of trial and error. So hopefully the camera picks it up, but that stuff's completely gone. I think that's probably a good place to end this one. Remember, if you want to see more videos of middle-aged dudes washing cars in their driveway, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I will see you next time.